Okay, so now let's look at certain other options we have here. So,
We
right, so
submit backwards. Send first user.
yeah. So if we go to file here, right? So we have submit options. Of course, we've got multiple options here. Now, apart from that, if you go to form options, you can actually show your InfoPath commands in ribbon or toolbar. So you can have only the submit button and no close button, nothing else. Your print preview is also quite amazing. Now if you go down here, you've got filler features. Now filler is used in a case where in your company you don't have enterprise edition of SharePoint, which means you cannot fill the forms in the browser. So if you have the free version of SharePoint, then users can fill the form only using the filler. Okay. Offline access is available. Email attachments you want to enable or not enable. Property promotion. So do you want to see these columns are available as SharePoint. Now one thing, if you notice, you go back here, did you notice that the data you filled inside has come here? I don't think you noticed that.
I noticed.
Whatever inside the form and the user fills is automatically pushed to the SharePoint, which means now I can filter. How many people have applied for sick leave? Only one. How many people have applied for vacation? One. Amazing. Got options to filter and all of that. This data is automatically coming over here.
We
Now,
have a count. Can make auto counter for this.
we have to do that programmatically, or we can have a method which returns the a bit of programmatic efforts. So now, okay, so we obviously need a workflow, right? So if somebody submits a leave request, it has to be approved by somebody.
By his manager.
Correct. Correct. So how do we do that, right? So now let's go ahead and do that right now. So the first thing that you will have to probably do is that create a workflow configuration list, right, which allows you to pick up the approvers from the configuration list rather than hard coding them. So in the form itself. Okay. Let's do both the approaches. Let's do the out of the box and as well as this. So if you need to use the out of the box approval workflow, you can go to your library settings and choose your add a workflow. Right. So when I say add a workflow, you have an option to choose your approval workflow. So you can say leave request approval. Okay. Then come down here and say start this as soon as somebody submits and click on next. So now the approvers can be assigned here, right? So the approvers can be user 1, can be user 2, whoever, right? So we can configure this. Now one of the problems with this is you are hard coding these users, isn't it? Anybody who applies for leave, the approval will always go to user 1 and user 2. Is that right? Probably not.
This is right.
It's not right.
To go to that person.
It should automatically go to the manager. Manager could be anybody. Your manager could be different, his manager could be different, my manager could be different.
Yes, I understand.
So hard coding like this is possibly not the right way to do. Understand me?
I understand.
Right. So please approve my leave. Right. So and then this is possible. So is this okay? So click on save. You configure your workflow, and anybody who submits it. For example, I have my leave request here. So anybody can submit here and then say start a workflow, workflows, and click on leave request approval, and click on start. So now this approval workflow starts. When it starts and goes to user 1, user 1 approves and then it goes to user 2. This is something we've already seen in the past with the document. So an InfoPath form approval is something very similar to a document approval, because an InfoPath form also is considered to be a document by SharePoint.